Alright, hello and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me. It's Gage, aka Acid Shark. How are you? I hope you're well. It's Saturday. It's a gloomy Saturday. We got some serious rain here towards the end of the day. Part of me was kind of worried that we were going to lose power and I wouldn't be able to stream. And yet, here I am. And I am full of bread, cheese, and butter. So house went out today. We all went out to a little small business shopping area nearby. And one of the things they have down there is a little French bakery. And inside they had baguettes. So I got a baguette, and I was just like, if they got baguettes, and I get a baguette, you know what I'm gonna make? I'm gonna make the butter and brie baguette slamwich from Twin Peaks. Hello, Lila. Welcome. And by God, did I make a butter and brie baguette sandwich from Twin Peaks? And it was pretty good. I just finished it a little bit ago. I think next time, I don't think I did a very good... I put, like... Binging with Babish has an episode about it that, like, because it's such a simple recipe, the bulk of it is him making the baguette from scratch. But I went ahead and I followed... Because I already had the baguette, I already had the brie, I already had the butter. I went ahead and just kind of followed his steps to construct the sandwich. And part of that was sprinkling on some salt if you have unsalted butter, and I had unsalted butter, so I sprinkled on some salt. I think I might have done it a little unevenly. Some of the bites were a little too salty, so I think next time I would probably use salted butter instead. Simply so that I don't have to, like, worry about that sort of thing, you know? But it was a good sandwich. And that was basically my dinner. I only used half the baguette, so I do have the freedom to make another one at some point because I have free will and I can do that sort of thing. But yeah, pretty good day. Pretty good day overall. I was reminded of something recently. So there's sort of the internet kind of in general has an at times strange relationship with mental illness, let's say. Let's put it like that. That's probably more charitable than it deserves. You get, like, there's kind of a push and pull, you know? I understand the desire to... What's the word I'm looking for? Undo the demonization of certain mental illnesses. So when I see people who are, like, taking things that, like, historically have been treated, like, not super well, you know? Like, and I'm not talking just, like, depression, anxiety, ADHD, autism. I'm talking stuff like... Autism is neurodivergence, not mental illness. I'm talking stuff like, you know, DID, psychosis, what's the other one? What's the other one that gets demonized a lot? I can't remember now. But when I talk about... When I... Schizophrenia, that's it. When I talk about, like, undoing demonization, like, sometimes you'll get people who, like, just kind of present it... I don't want to say, like, palatable, necessarily, but, like, they present it in a way where it's just like, hey, this isn't as bad as you think it is. Like, they make it clear that, like, they struggle with things, but it's just like, you know, it's just like, it's kind of like pushing just like the people who deal with this sort of thing. They're exactly the same as anybody else. You know, they just got some some things rattling around up there that folks who don't suffer from these various neuroses don't have to deal with, you know? But then, of course, like, I've talked about this before, where it's just like, it's this constant swinging of the pendulum, where it's just like, we try to get to the point of, like, you know, acceptance, undoing demonization, and we get to a certain point where these sort of things, they're, let's say, quirkified, right? Where it's just like, oh, they're just silly little personality quirks people have. And then from there you have to get people just like, no, this sort of thing, it's not just a funny personality quirk, it's something that affects like our day-to-day lives. And then it starts swinging back the other direction, and we start seeing a lot more posts about just like, oh, you shouldn't be like acting like this sort of thing is all cutesy ooh-woo, etc., etc. I've got fictional characters in my head, etc., and so on and so forth. And like, not going back to like full demonization, but like trying to just kind of explain that just like, hey, these are like actual real things that people deal with, and they're not just something that you can like, it's like, I don't know if I'm explaining this well. I was reminded about this recently because I was watching a video that brought up like this trend of just people being like, oh, my ADHD hit in the middle of recording this video, and you'll see these people like who are just like, oh, they're pretending to talk to the camera, and then suddenly their eyes will just like, what was that? And they'll start pawing at the air, and it's just like, okay, yeah, that is kind of bullshit, admittedly. Like, bro, if my ADHD hits while I'm streaming, what that means is I'm going off on a tangent for half an hour about Thundercats. It doesn't mean that I'm suddenly going to be like trying to chase the floaters in my eye. I don't actually get eye floaters. I have never had an eye floater before. And yet I keep seeing them like in things, like in fiction, people talking about eye floaters. It's just like, I have no context for, this is what I'm fucking talking about. Jesus Christ. Perfect time for a tangent. Exactly. Like me, I kind of come down like somewhere in the middle. You know, like, I won't say that like my ADHD doesn't affect my life in like serious ways. Like, there's definitely like, I got memory issues. I have issues like paying attention for sure. Like, that's pretty bog standard. Hello, Ion-Agenda. Welcome. You named all your eye floaters? Good for you. I hope they enjoy themselves in your. Fuck, what's that shit called? The eye goop. Whatever. Aqueous humor? I don't fucking know. Like, I'll forget where I'm going in like the middle of a sentence. I've got memory issues, etc., etc. But like, I try not to, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I try not to catastrophize about my ADHD. Like, it's something that I'm currently living like unmedicated. So I mean, you know, I gotta deal with that shit day in and day out. But it's just like, I don't want to catastrophize about it, because like, I don't think that helps anything. It's just like, yeah, sometimes I'll just talk for an hour about how much I fucking hate X-Men Dark Phoenix. It happens. I don't know. I've just been thinking about this because I hate those fucking videos of people like, it's just like, oh, my ADHD hit when I was making this video. It's just like, no, it fucking didn't. No, it fucking didn't, you fucking liar. Shut your fucking mouth. My ADHD hits when I'm streaming, and it means that I remember that I forgot to do something that I told myself I was going to do 5 hours ago. You know? Anyways, we got Shadowbringers to play. My head kind of hurts today, so I'm not going to go all in on character voices for unvoiced lines. I had a lot of salt today. I had these pretzel sticks that were, like, cold in the middle. It fucked me up a little bit. Dare say the future of Yulmore has never looked brighter. And the future of China's back has never looked more broken. Thank you again for finding my husband. I confess I was not expecting your return to be quite so grand. That dear sweet man, he's going to make the most wonderful mayor. I just know it. There is no time to lose. You must begin making preparations for the inaugural address, once Master Chai has caught his breath, of course. Oh, Kaishir. There you are. Sorry I wasn't much help. Still, seeing Master Chai go after those Talos was something, eh? Inspiring stuff. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Despite butterflies in his stomach, Chai Nuz is prepared to address the masses. No need to fret, Igald. I have never felt better. Cough. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Yulmore. As for where to do it, if we're to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. And I will go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble there to meet their new mayor. You there, Kaishir, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Good lad, I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Vothri's chambers. Goes without saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming she's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? Doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. Okay. I will be there to support my friend Chinus. Don't worry, I'll make sure everyone's there for Master Chai's big speech. Go get yourself down to the Emergent. Go on. Let's go, Hazel. Motherfucker named Sissel Barth. Ultimately, in the end, I really think it's just a case of, like... I don't think we need to, like, catastrophize mental illness or demonize it or anything. But at the same time, we should also recognize that, like, this is, like... This can be difficult stuff for people to deal with. And people have to live with this shit day in and day out, and it's not all... it's not always going to present as some sort of, like... some kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? Quirky uwu personality trait. Funny little thing. Yeah, basically. Like, I have, like, genuinely, like... I won't say despaired, but it's fucked me up sometimes, like... when I've forgotten something particularly important. And I feel bad about it. Like, it's rough. Anyways, voice cutscene.
Go on, dear.
He has been empowered by wife encouragement.
Thank you all for gathering here today.
He loves his wife so much.
But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthry's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, But today, we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town 2.
God, you can really tell who's who in this crowd, huh?
Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning.
Sup, fuckers?
As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Vorthry. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values.
He then went on to keep getting re-elected. Probably, I would assume.
No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens.
He's gonna get the Amric treatment. 100%.
The systems put in place by Lord Vorthry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength for Yulmore!
I like seeing all the people that have the same clapping animation, like, doing it all in unison. Just like, yeah, alright. Wow. Hey man, you do really good. City of Final Pleasures, they used to call this place back when the world was ending, but now I hope it will become the City of New Endeavors. Yes. Wasn't he simply wonderful? Seeing him take charge in the room... seeing him take charge of the room as he did. Oh, it reminds me why I fell for him in the first place. Aw, they love each other so much. Now our work can begin in earnest. I very much look forward to seeing this Yulmore for the people. Kaishio. Seeing everyone come together like that. It was beautiful, that was. Hey, Alfredo, can we go do anything else? I don't... Chat blocker. What? I don't dislike the whole Yulmore mayoral shit plot thread or anything, but like surely there's something more important going on. That was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Your chat blocker isn't up. True. Woo. There we go. Stir them to action, I hope. If I have learned anything from all of this, it is that change begins with the individual. 'Tis but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Yulmorans can, it shall be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. Uh-huh. But we must not forget the individuals who made all of these changes possible. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism into the very stone upon which this city stands. Bro, your mayor, it is within your power. Do it. Do it, 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 do it. I want it. I want monuments to my heroism. Please. It'd be really cool. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? Well... We will not be moving into the Emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We will retain our current residence, and I will govern there in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? Oh. Ah, yes. Yes, of course. Hathenbet? Hi, that's me. I liked your speech, but there's folk outside these walls that don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow, and more who are counting their crumbs. If you've a plan to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Guild. I hope to see you again before long. Ah. What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. I sense we all have a great deal to consider. I had resolved to remain here until such time as Yulmore's future was secured, but it is clear to me now that the city is in capable hands. Bro, why are we going through hyperspace? Pretty sure this was a fucking screensaver I had on my computer when I was younger. I have every confidence they will find their way, and I believe it is time we went on ours. I don't actually know if, like, the little dots can be seen very well with the bitrate on Twitch. But it's like we're flying through the stars. With Master Chai at the helm, if only for the interim, I feel I can bid farewell to Yulmore and return to the source with no regrets. Hell yeah, man. So Alphino's leaving too, isn't he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all of this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. That paradise is gone, but something better's taken its place, and I reckon I want to be a part of it. This Yulmore for the people Master Chai's been going on about ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference, though. Help keep things changing for the better. A far nobler dream than the one to which you clung before, and one I am happy to say we share. Whatever path you choose, I will pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas on how we can do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Alright, Kaishir, you go run a strip club. Still not quite sure I'll do my part for Yulmore, but I'll think of something. Vows of virtue, deeds of cruelty. Alphino wears a satisfied smile, seemingly content with the state of Yulmore. Truly, to see Kaishir thus inspired by your actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I may wish to stay and see what comes of his efforts here in Yulmore, we have matters of our own to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower. Mayhap Beck Lugg's studies have borne fruit in our absence. Haha. He is going... I wonder if... Hold on. Is this one of the places that, like, doesn't change, from within New Game Plus? Let's see if Kaishir's already in here. Nah, he's not. I like this place. Anyways. We gotta go to the Quistelium. Hello, AK4. Welcome. Abla. Man, Metroid next week. Can you believe it? Metroid Prime 4. I saw the comparison, I saw a comparison today, because the one thing that everybody's concerned about with Metroid Prime 4, obviously, is, like, NPC dialogue, and I saw a comparison today to Metroid Prime 3, which does also have a lot of NPC dialogue, especially in the early game. I don't think it's necessarily a fair comparison to make, though, is the thing, because the NPC dialogue in Metroid Prime 3 is very, like, dry, straightforward, and informational, as opposed to the NPC dialogue we seem to be getting in Metroid Prime 4, which is a lot quirkier, let's say. Like, listen, I'm not about to start doom posting about Metroid Prime 4. I'm still looking forward to the game. They would really have to fuck it up. They would need to be trying to fuck it up for me to, like, be, like, unexcited for it. But, like, I think it is important to consider, like, context, you know? It's kind of a similar thing as it's like, if you were to compare it to, like, Other M, right? Most of the characters, NPCs in Other M, are like, if it's not Adam or... Oh, fuck, what's his name? Remember Me. I don't remember him. Hold on. Mom. Metroid Other M takes place Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion. Oh, Malgobage. Anthony! That's his name. If it's not like MB, Madeline, Anthony, or Adam, like, any other, like, NPC in that game is, like, cookie cutter, you know? It's like, it's what, the deleter. They don't really have, like, if you're if you're looking at like behind the scenes material, like the concept art and notes about characters, and yeah, you can kind of glean a personality from there, but actually within the text of the game, yeah, not so much. I don't agree with people who are doom posting about Metroid Prime 4, generally speaking. I get where they're coming from. And I would argue that we haven't really had something like this in a Metroid game before, necessarily. But the game isn't even out yet. And all we have to go on is a preview of, like, the first, maybe, like, couple hours. So, it's whatever. Twould seem Alice has yet to return from the inn at Journey's Head. I do hope she doesn't overtire herself. I take it you are ready to resume our work. My congratulations, Aigale. Glad tidings from Yulmore did precede thy coming. I will see that Thancred and Reen hear of these momentous events, that they too might take joy in that which thou hast helped to bring about. In the course of preparing more Auracite, we made a significant discovery. We thought it best to wait for your return before sharing our findings. Welcome back. We are given to understand a new mayor has taken office in Yulmore. Indeed, our good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote and, after some considerable soul-searching, chose to accept the post. It is a shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you will see more of him in the future. But tell me, how fared you in preparing the white Auracite? Double dig it. Nice. Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principles of soul transference and concluded at length that white Auracite was ill-suited for our purposes. Fucked up. But Oriange, did you not say that compared to the massy soul of an Ascian, the stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did. And armed as we are with Beklug's invaluable insight, 'twould indeed prove a trifling matter, were we to disregard the fucking... How dare you have a nuanced opinion of an aspect of a game that isn't even out yet? Sarcasm. Well, I'm all about nuance. I'm also all about being an ethical hater, as you know. Which was put a little bit more plainly on Blue Sky recently as you haven't played the game until you've played the game. Which I do have to agree with. That I did invaluable insight and disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and soul. A link which would, we did belatedly realize, be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as Auracite doth require. Thus, the shedding of these fleshy simulacra, and the surfeit of ether which compriseth them, would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would, theoretically, be possible to channel your minds into the Auracite instead. We would more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process, which is why we've abandoned that plan and instead devoted our time to finding a means which mind and soul might be transported together. And we are no closer to a solution than when we first began. It is a vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which the Crystal Exarch has posited a most intriguing solution. When our discussion turned to the transfers of memories and the psyche, I could not help but be reminded of a technique with which I have personal experience. Aigale, do you recall what we learned of my eyes from our encounter with Doga and Une? I speak of the royal eye of the Allagan imperial line, gifted to my forebears through the blood and memories of the ancient Allagans. It is by this gift that I am able to control the Crystal Tower. If we were to gain an understanding of the technology by which the Allagans were able to accomplish this transference, perhaps then we could keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also the bountiful energies of the soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wheresoever it leads. While we are thus engaged, I think it best that Aigale return to the source and inform Kryl and the others of our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tataru will be relieved to hear we've made progress of a sort. Then I would beg leave to relay our findings unto Thancred and Reen, and to assist where I may in their investigation of the empty. Yes, please do. Should we have need of your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. Oh, does that mean it is time for a rest? Patch end? Perhaps. We will see. Give our regards to Tataru, won't you? Yag. Also potential throwing. Throwing? Benefit our combined knowledge and the aid of the first leading authority on soulcraft, we must surely be able to find a solution. Surely. Beck Lug insists we resume our work forthwith, but I grow weary at the thought. What I would not give her a cup of tea, perhaps a vanilla tart. I pray the link to their bodies in your world will endure a while longer. Should it fail, our efforts will be for naught. Mark my words. Bark, bark! Bark my words. Eigeld. Bark! Woof. Boof. What the fuck am I doing? Mark my words, Eigeld. We will unlock the secrets of the Allagan Eye, and see the others returned home. There was a time when I thought these eyes a curse, you know, but for what they have enabled me to do, and what they may yet make possible, I see now they are a blessing. Have you ever heard of Lifeline? What? Finding a clip right now. Okay. Let's go, girl. Blah. Excuse me. Keep in mind, you can't post links in my chat. Only moderators can. Oh. Excuse me. You forgore. Tataru! Eigeld, you're back. How did everything go on the first? Wait, don't tell me. Crow will be here shortly, and she'll want to hear it too. She's just tending to the others, their bodies, I mean, gods. I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. Upon speaking with Tataru, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Wait for Crow's return. Let's go! Hey girl, hey!
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
Oh, you know. Bunny 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 bunny.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
Has Tataru always had lips?
Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations,
What a
you may
question.
rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Smile.
Oh, you're back.
Hey, bro. Hey, my bromide. I love his wandering vagabond look. It's so good.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
What's up, you handsome motherfucker?
Estinian. Oh, thank the gods. We've been
Which is
worried
why I
sick.
stole his look.
Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
Good old Riol.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose.
I know all about Black Rose.
It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead.
Oh, don't tell
But
me.
his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh.
God
Xenos Ye Galvas.
damn it. Fucking hate that guy.
Nor did the surprises end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood.
Fucked up.
The Emperor is dead.
Fucked up.
This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn.
Weird behavior, but okay. Oof, ouch, Mieko.
What's wrong?
I love Kryl getting it at the same time. Yeah, get his ass. His ass remains ungotten, unfortunately. I've seen him in action. His body, at least. You will not best him alone. Nay, death will not come easily to that thing. If you would join me, then by all means. For what good it will do. The Black Wolf and the Azure Dragoon. I suppose this might suffice. Yeah, dog, they're gonna beat you black and blue. Get it? Because it's a Black Wolf. Black Wolf. Come then. Black Wolf. Azure Dragoon. He's black and blue. Oh, whoa, ah! Man, that's not fair. Yeet! Hey, man. This is a pretty good combo attack, admittedly. But I don't think he did anything. Ah, the simple pleasure of one's own flesh. Truly, there is no place like home. Abomination. Whatever he is, Igeld was barely a match for him. That's not true! I kicked his ass! If we stay here much longer. Emperor Varus, your Radiance, are you alright? Guys, I got bad news! We may wear out our welcome. Okay, we know how this looks. Your Radiance, no! Must even the most middling of sport be spoiled? The world conspires to bore me. I have no cause to remain. I leave these vermin to you. Xenos! Bro, what? Come on. That's bullshit. Well, Any bright ideas? Just one. Dude, some of those bullets weren't spent. You probably could have just kept them in the... Oh. Okay, that's pretty good. Gah! Your radiance. The intruders have taken flight. I repeat, the intruders have taken flight. Deploy all available Magitech armor. We cannot let them escape. Did you see the fucking cunty way she put her hand to her ear? She's like, This is very funny to me, is all. God, we need to get him out of that outfit and into his next one as fast as possible. Duty calls. Commence battle for vows of virtue, deeds of cruelty. Yeah, dog. In the coming battle, you fight as Estinian Wormblood. Let's fucking go. Oh, there's more. God, I remember this being so fucking cool. I think one of the coolest parts of, like, them doing this sort of thing is that, like, it also kind of gives you a bit of a taste for some of the other, jobs in the game. Like, I'm pretty sure this was my first time doing anything with Dragoon. But it's just like, oh, this is really cool. I want to do stuff like this. And then, like, I tried doing stuff like that. And Dragoon is... I haven't, like, finished leveling up Dragoon. Hello, Zilla. Welcome. I haven't finished leveling up Dragoon or anything, but... Whee! Oh god, these two. Oh! Get they ass. We should probably go. We should probably go. We should probably go. We should probably go. Dog, we gotta leave. Yes, but oversimplified. It's not the easiest, but the lore reasons it's my Wolves melee lore reasons it's my Wolves melee DPS class. Whee! Alright, where am I going? I'm so excited to post the new chapter for Wicked Game. Like, I'm chomping at the bit. Like, I'm like forcing myself to wait until my birthday because that was the entire point of getting it finished by this point. At this point, I'm really just kind of like sitting here proofreading, rereading, proofreading, etc., etc. But oh man, I can't wait to post it. Well, someone's been busy. Big boy. What the fuck? Dog, what? Volatile prototype, Arc Ultima. Bro, why'd you put a naked man in that? Is this like a fetish thing? Come on, come, Nidhogg, lend me your strength. Nidhogg being reduced to blood stains on Estinian's spear, just like, fine, whatever, I guess. Yeet! Let me hit it, let me hit it, let me hit it, let me hit it. Okay, that must be DPS or DOT. I don't know what Horrid Roar is. What's Horrid Roar supposed to be? Istinian does not have files. Stop that. Leave Istinian alone. Yeet! Angry salamander. Oh, okay. He would avoid all paperwork ever. True. Oh, shit. We like Estinian in this house. He's one of my wool ships, admittedly. I could not resist the drama of guy who has a fucking blood vendetta against all dragons being involved with a woman who used to be dragon adjacent. Oh. Whee! Ah, damn, they self-detonated at me. Rude. Don't do that. Waha! Got him. Alright. Prize of my rare pair OTP health. Sorry about your hell. That seems like it's probably a bad idea. Oh, invulnerable. I see. Anyway. But yeah, this is why I really like this whole thing with Estinian and Gaius, like, wrecking shit in Garlemald. Because, like, it's really easy to assume that because the Warrior of Light is off doing something in another world, that means that there's, like, nobody who can, like, fix the problems of Eorzea while she's out of the picture. But then, like, you've got Estinian, and it's just like, oh, yeah, actually, everyone's going to be fine because Estinian is fucking cracked. Garleans and their Machina. Now, where are you, Gaius? Him's pretty. He one of my favorites. I love Estinian. He's the Azure Dragoon. Wee wee wee. My level's no longer synced. Technically, I am also the Azure Dragoon. Not like in canon, but like in-game, it acknowledges that I am also an Azure Dragoon because I've done the Dragoon quests.
Are you alright?
Peer into my past, did you?
Maybe a little bit. Bunny, bunny, banani, banani, banoi, bunny, bunny, bunny.
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm sorry you had a much more boring experience.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
Oh, Zill, you're gonna get to spend a lot of time with
To think
Estinian,
their
trust me.
research into the Echo could bear such fruit.
Estinian gets a lot of play, especially if you go
Escaping
for
death, jumping from one body
the
to
Lancer and
next,
Dragoon
and
classes.
returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
Baby has ladybug. That's because she a
beggars
Lalafell.
believe
She is a
I.
full-grown woman.
But no more than hero traversing the rift between worlds.
That's Kryl from Final Fantasy IV.
My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose.
Oh, cool. So we're good then.
Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Dope.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces.
Thank God Xenos finds poison boring.
I'd
The
nearly
only good
forgotten
thing he's
to ask.
done.
What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention.
That sounds like a series of
He
boss
didn't
fights.
elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something.
Bleh. Excuse me.
Lest you worry, I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and Al Shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I
Yeah.
believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
Bro, did you just make a pun?
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Please.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
No promises.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it.
And that's patch 5.1. Ain't no time for that, Igeld. More shit is gonna happen. Though they have yet to find a workable solution, Y'shtola and the others are making progress, and we cannot ask for more than that. You must be shattered after all that hopping back and forth between worlds. Why not stay here and rest for a while? I'm sure Beck Lug can manage without you. They've got enough science to help them, if you ask me. Da-da-da-da. Cutscene time. Meanwhile, in Garlemald... shit's going bad. Traitors, you would dare deny Lord Nerva the throne? Who? Ah! Bro exploded! Onward! Before this day is done, victory shall be ours! Boring, boring, boring. Do you think? I find it amusing. Like dogs herding cattle to the slaughterhouse. Oh, fuck. Not this fucking guy. That Hugh, your soul is... Who are you? Before your majesty, I am but another dog, lost in want of a new master. A hunting dog, if you should wish it so. For I know full well the prey you would seek next. Smile. Zodiark. Smile. This fucking guy. Meanwhile, in Yulemoor, in the first... everyone's having a really good time. Did you hear? The mayor's reopening Daedalus Stoneworks, and they're looking for laborers. There's talk of resettling some of the old abandoned villages, too. Or even laying on free Talos to help anyone willing to make the move. Free Talos? Ha! We'd best get packing. Horrible character getting an upgrade the FF14 way. This, however, is a downgrade. Steady work, board, and lodging. That's not a recipe for hope. I don't know what is. Hey, what? Hope? What? Oh my god! Yes, so long as I yet live, I would see that feeble flame rekindled. What could it mean? It is my destiny to see our dream fulfilled. Very mysterious. Anyways. Igeld, might I ask a favor of you? I'm not normally one to pry, but Flamine has been oddly distracted ever since you came back to tell us of your travels in the first. Would you go and see if she's alright? And that's when the Tales from the Shadows would happen. I kinda messed up where that went in the sequence. Old enemies, new threats. Crowd's glad for your return, though it remains to be seen if she has glad tidings to share. Hey girl, hey. Igeld. My, what a pleasant surprise. If you've come to inquire after the Archons, fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal ether. We mustn't grow complacent, however. Potent though these magics may be, they are not without limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time for the Crystal Exarch to complete his work. If only we could go with you to the first and help. Pardon the interruption, but I come bearing urgent news. Whomst? Oh, hey! It's Maxima! We like Maxima. Ah, hi, Geld. It has been far too long, my friend. Maxima, my boy! How you doing? Forgive me, I don't believe we have been formally introduced. Maxima, former Garlean ambassador. I remain here in Eorzea under the auspices of Commander Aldin, offering what counsel I can in the hopes of resolving the present conflict with the Empire. Ah, yes, I've heard stories of a defector from Garlemald. Never mind that, you said you have urgent news. Indeed, as you may have heard, the Imperial capital is in turmoil, and a sizable portion of the Garlean forces have been recalled from the Gimlet Dark. With their numbers so greatly diminished, the main host of the Alliance has withdrawn, leaving the Alamegan resistance to keep watch over the border. Give me a moment. I have a sore in my mouth from where I bit my lip a few days ago, and it is causing me some troubles. Give me just one moment. I'm gonna just stretch my neck real quick. Ugh. I got a thing over here. 1 second. Alright, I'm coming back. Okay. I picked up this, like, numbing agent that's supposed to help with, like, sores like that. I just gotta be careful about, like, how much jawing I do while I'm wearing it, because, like, it gets rubbed off sometimes. Then I need to apply more of it, but I can only, it's only recommended that you use it like 4 times a day, etc., etc. But otherwise, it's pretty effective. And it is there we have welcomed a most unexpected visitor who claims that this de-escalation may belie growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Commander Aldin has arranged for an impromptu meeting to discuss these revelations. He has also requested a representative of the Scions attend as well, though it was clear to whom he wished I extend this invitation. Ha, me. It would seem time is of the essence. Well, you'll not be attending this meeting alone. Though I am not as well versed in the affairs of city-states as our comrades, I see no reason to burden a single Scion with all this. Okay. Yes, of course. Then we must make for the Alamegan quarter with all haste. Well, what are you waiting for? Get going, you two. Okay. God, fucking 7.4 is on the horizon. Can you believe it? Like, it's getting close. Oh, wait, what am I doing walking? Phew! I'm not into F1 quite as much as my roommates are, but do you think it would be funny if I supported Lando Norris purely on the fact that I like his Monster Energy flavor? I think that would be funny. God, it's been so nice having a 4-day weekend. Even if it's been a pretty busy 4-day weekend, honestly, with Thanksgiving and all that. Much has changed since the first time we set foot in this city. Now we strive to preserve their freedom rather than reclaim it. But we've no time to reminisce. We mustn't keep the commander waiting. Commander Aldin awaits us in the Royal Palace, if you would follow me. Bouquet. Oh no, it's my internet. Uh-oh. Sup, fuckers? Hey, man.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark.
Little bit.
Not that I understand half of it. When the science spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury.
Yeah, we get like one fade out, fade back in. Should be fine.
You two require no introduction.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Sup, bro? How's it hanging? Like a horse, I hope.
This ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
Fine.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence.
Thanks for that, by the way.
Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand.
Yeah, I saw that happen.
Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
Well, that's no good.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing.
Yeah, you did do that.
But you know as well as I how that tale ended.
Yeah, I kicked your ass. It was great.
The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Damn it.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since.
It's kind of funny that this is specifically the 7th Legion, because if I recall correctly, the boss series that this introduces is a Final Fantasy VII reference.
Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery. What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
Oh no!
We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope.
I got a lot going on, but I bet I could make time for it.
Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you and you alone have faced the Ultima weapon and emerged victorious. We need you.
Technically, I would have been
And so,
with like
when the time comes, if your comrades can
a
spare
few
you,
other people.
I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
Hello.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid.
Then beg.
The fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
Ignominy. Okay,
I
bye.
too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
I mean, eventually, I gotta get through, like, 2 more patches, and then, like, maybe I can stop and spare my time.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon. Our friends' plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first.
True.
I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Girl, I can take care of both of them. It's just gonna take a little bit of time, believe me. Ah, boy. Excuse me. As ever, the way forward is paved with difficult decisions. Hello! We can ill afford to ignore the threat of a new Ultima weapon, but with each passing day, the plight of the Scions grows ever more perilous. If you cannot stay for a debriefing on the Ultima weapon, I will not stop you. I only ask that you confer with me before returning to the first. Girl, I'm going back. I can't stop in the middle of this. I can't have, like, multiple... Listen, if I could have multiple New Game Plus things running at once, that would make all this way easier. But I can't. Kyle can see the steely resolve in your eyes and suspects she knows to where duty calls you. I take it you're ready to return to the first. Then I would ask that you apprise the others of recent events here in the source, namely Xenos' return and the development of a new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure them Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep their corporeal ether stable. Safe travels, High-Geld. I hope to see you and the other Scions soon. Bye-bye. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Congrats on catching up. Quiz to Exog. Quiz to Exog. Shit's fucked. Guahatia. Jonathan Baywee. World's Sexiest Man 2025. You've come at a most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul and a means to return the Scions home. I trust you too have been making good use of your time. And a bunny banoy. Ill tidings from the source, you say? And I will summon the others that we might all be apprised of the situation. Okay. Big yawn. Sup, fuckers?
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
Uh-huh. Bunny, 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 bun, bun.
A new Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
I mean, I guess.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern.
Yeah, shit's
the
fucked.
Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion.
Sick.
Thanks in large part to Urianger and Becklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
Cool. Okay.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white aurosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one.
Dope.
An ark for soul and mind both that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
I will.
However...
However?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allegan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within aurosite or any other crystal.
Unless you crystallize the blood.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
As well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
Well, that's good to hear.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found.
Cool. Promise reaffirmed.
Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
Okay, you don't need to put it that way. Stop. I can hear the self-sacrifice in your tone. Cut it out.
My apologies.
Don't make me call Alice. Oh, hey, Lena. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing?
You haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness.
Me?
But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Blink, blink, blink. Blinkety, blink, blink, blink. Oh, yeah, she wants
Why
me.
not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Bro, we're gonna flirt. You don't want us flirting in front of you,
Perhaps
trust
I might
me.
accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
It might not be. I don't know. Yeah, all right. I can't get shit in this house. May simply be my imagination, but Lena has been rather brusque with me of late. You don't suppose she's still upset over that mishap with the salmon fillet, do you? The what? Never have I seen such a repository of knowledge, a stark reminder what little we truly know of the world. Upon White Orosite's crystalline foundation we have built not a prison, but a refuge for the soul. Would that Munbrida were here to see the wonders inspired by her research. Still haunting the narrative. To think we will not only have Xenos to contend with once we return, but a new Ultima weapon as well. Why must all of our enemies insist on returning from their graves? Girl, I get it. Alphino is eager to assist Captain Lena. I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it will be good to step outside for a spot of fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak with Lena? Yeah, dog. He just invites himself along. Why not? Sure. God forbid two bunnies want to flirt with each other. Do what bunnies often do. I mean, what? I suggest we hurry. Lena does not strike me as the one who enjoys being made to wait. Hey girl, hey. We have little time, so I'll be brief. A Sin Eater has been sighted in Lakeland, and I ask for your assistance in slaying it. The fuck? Ooh? A Sin Eater? I had heard some few yet remained after the night had returned, but perhaps we should call the others. That will not be necessary. It is only a single Sin Eater. A simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory. But you do not underestimate your foes, however harmless they may seem. My men would do well to learn from your example. Let's be about it then. Yeah. Excellent. Then let us make for Fort Job. Okay. No, Alphino, you don't have to. Okay, he's coming with us. Can't have shit in Lakeland. Sin Eaters that remain no longer have a leader to guide them, but they are no less dangerous. They cannot be suffered to live. If you would wait here a moment, I will gather the others. So the bit about like, oh, I had heard there were some few Sin Eaters left. It's meant to give a little bit of wiggle room for if you haven't done all of the... What's the word I'm looking for? Job quests? Role quests. It's meant to give you a little bit of wiggle room if you haven't done all the role quests. So, like, if you've only done, like, the one for the one that you, like, specifically favor, then you get to this point and it's just like, oh, yeah, there's still a few left. That's why, like, you can still go out and, like, find them if you're doing the role quests. Okay. And there she goes. Hey bros, hey my bromides. You may not remember, but you have met these soldiers once before, though only in passing. Long have they awaited the opportunity to fight at your side. I was at death's door that day after the Sin Eaters attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd have likely stepped through, and I wouldn't have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. Fuck yeah, dude. I, too, was there that terrible day. My friend was transformed into a Sin Eater before my very eyes, and I had no choice but to cut her down. The thought of returning to the field, of holding a blade again, it filled me with dread. That is no way to honor her or my comrades, and so I have returned. I swear I will not let you or anyone else down from this day forward. Fuck yeah, dude. Hey. A pleasure to meet you, miss. Truly. Seems like only yesterday I watched as you took flight astride an Amaro to go save the Oracle. Strange to think the Yomoran soldiers we once locked blades with are now at our side, but we will do our utmost to keep the peace here in Lakeland. We seem to be missing one. My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked that I escort him to Clearmelt. It took longer than I anticipated. I'll not begrudge you your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to honored guests. Hey, dude. Won't happen again. You're good, don't worry. The name's Thaler. Woke FF14 be like, they themler. I'm sorry. Okay, they teed that one up for me. You can't be mad. You can't be like that one. That one's staring me right in the goddamn face. I'm sure you don't remember, but we met once before in the infirmary. I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch and the Warrior of Darkness. Little did I know I was already talking to her. Don't give up. Don't give in. I keep those words close to my heart, and the boundless, beautiful skies above serve as a reminder of their importance. Hell yeah, dude. My friend got to see the Knight's return shortly before he passed. He left this world with a smile, satisfied with a glimpse of what was to come. But there are countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives for the promise of a future they'll never know, and so it falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. No matter what happens, we won't give up. We won't give in. Smile. Uh-huh. Really? Just uh-huh? Is that it? Your heroism has inspired all of our guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern staging point have not had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let us not keep them waiting. Okay. A lot of build-up for fighting one little Sin Eater. Alright, Hazel, let's go. Whee! Da, 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 da. Nya na 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 na. Bwa na 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 na. Da 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 da. Oh hey, I just said that. Oh, big boy. Don't want to deal with him. Oh, What the fuck was this thing? If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd have sworn it was you who killed that Sin Eater. What's going on? What the fuck? This thing already dead. Hey there.
Did you slay this Eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
Fucked up.
By himself. Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. Never seen anything like it. So I says to him, "Who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness?" And he says, "No, I'm a warrior of light." And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
Huh?
A warrior of light?
Bro, what?
Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be her. The warrior of darkness.
Hey, what's up?
Hey? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, God.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
Shit, fuck. Alright.
I had hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
Sure thing, they themler. I just remember these two get to meet someone every...
I apologize for the wasted journey.
Every grander?
Seems I overestimated
the Gentleman of Light. It's true.
As for this Warrior of Light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, If this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias.
What's up, Alfie?
But that is neither here nor there.
Oh.
I thank you for accompanying me.
You're welcome.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Oh yeah? Who's the lucky lady?
Forgive me. There is one more thing.
Oh?
A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Girl, for you? You kidding?
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
What's
I
good?
will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating.
Oh, that's what he was talking about.
Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true. It is for this reason that I seek your advice.
Okay.
Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man. A younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there.
Yeah, that might have been me. I might have done that.
Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past. Remind him of all the pain that came before.
Girl, absolutely not. He's lost without you, you know, and he misses you already.
Are you sure?
Girl, yes.
Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief.
Go spend time with your grandpa.
In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work.
Yes, you absolutely should.
This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
Get his ass. Ooh, Guahatia gonna get a scolding. Facing the truth. Her mind at ease, Lena is ready to return to her duties. I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see the others back to their posts. Okay. Bye, sweetie. Da da da. I love Lena. She's great. I wish she'd wear the outfit that she shows up in the Shadowbringers trailer wearing. But that's just me. Hey, bro. Hey, my bromide. Let me in. I want to get in there. I'm not sure how long we're going to go for today. My head still kind of hurts. from the headache I had earlier. Alphino tells me a warrior of light has slain the Sin Eater. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to make of this. Yeah, it's weird. Yes, I was hoping to speak with you about, on second thought, never mind. It would be rude of me to pry. 'Tis strange to think how heroes so beloved by the people could be brought so low in so short a time. Warriors of light, harbingers of the flood and all the world's woes. That this wanderer would so boldly claim their title is most curious indeed. An adventurer calling himself a warrior of light. Why would anyone tie themselves to the legacy of individuals held in such low regard in the first? Others were quite shocked to hear of what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, there's a proposal I should like to make. Bouquet? I have been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of late I have noted more and more people perusing the books on history, in the years leading up to the Flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as well they should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as Sin Eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance, in conjunction with this renewed interest in their predecessors, may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the Cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the Flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century— I fucking hit that button too quick, hold on. But when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I am not surprised to see their roles distorted and them painted as villains. Were it not for the records stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, that knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remained those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name in those early days following the Flood. Considering all the good they had done, I find it a wonder they needed defending at all. They brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Verbert. That such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as Sin Eaters is absurd. Uh-huh. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained, that they were the cause of the Flood. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains deserving only of resentment and hate. At that point, the truth mattered little. It would not change their lot. Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and now they may heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbert who helped you overcome him at Selk, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of his sacrifice. To that end, I say we proceed with Alphinode's plan. Alphinode's plan. We call together the people of the Crystarium and recount to them the true tale of the Warriors of Light and the Flood that followed in their wake. Finally got my portal working and got distracted with Diggyman Timestwangel. Very nice. I hope you enjoyed Diggyman. Well, what say you, Eigeld? Spread the word, I say. On a quest to unlock Beelzemon. Very nice. Then we're all of one mind on the matter. Good! Exarch, might I ask you to continue working with Beglug on our means of returning home? The rest of us will see to gathering the people of the Crystarium in the XIV. We have yet to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread and more will accompany them. Okay. There can be no darkness without light, and so it was that Ardbert was there in your hour of need. People must be told. I have seen many a great and terrible thing in my long life, as has the Exarch, no doubt. Of man, I can say this. His memory is short, his heart fickle. Let us pray your words reach him. Blah. Excuse me. Okay, I gotta go find people. I gotta go talk to everybody. Oh boy, I'm tired. I'm hoping to get some good sleep tonight. Tomorrow, we're doing a little birthday celebration here in Casa Investigado. It's a similar thing to what we did last year, actually. So last year, what I had wanted to do was, like, rather than, you know, go out to, like, a big dinner or anything, what I instead opted for was to basically just kind of order some pizza and have us all watch a movie together. Last year, we watched Prey. This year, we're going to watch The Beekeeper. I'm very excited for it. Because The Beekeeper's a good movie. Aye, Geld. What a wonderful surprise. Though I hope your being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had far fewer patients coming through my door of late. Which is a shame, come to think of it. I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. Heem. Hee. I jest, of course. It's actually been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. Bunny banoy. The truth about the Warriors of Light. But the Exarch has already spoken with me about them. Well, there's more to the tale. I'd very much like to hear it. I'm excited for my birthday. I ordered myself a new Gunpla kit. I got one of the new G-Quack sets. I haven't actually watched G-Quacks yet, unfortunately. But I do like the aesthetic of the mobile suits from that series, so... Bragi. Come to browse wares in the market, have you? Well, I can guarantee you'll have no trouble finding what you need, whatever it may be. Under Yulmore's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is that the fellow from Daedalus Stoneworks has taken over as mayor. Did he really? Little wonder business is booming the way it is. I imagine it won't be long before all of Norvrent reaps the benefits. But you've not come to talk about the market. Something on your mind? Oh, bunny banoy. I see. The Exarch did mention they had something to do with your returning the night to Norvrent. Alright, consider my interest piqued. And then, of course, later that week is Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, the kit that I decided to go with is one that I kind of wanted to get specifically because it's got, like, Ava Unit 1 color scheme. Well, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must ask you be brief. With the night return, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and I find myself too busy by half. I don't mind it, though. Seeing the stairs so full of life and excitement, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. Bunny banoy. The Warriors of Light? Yes, the Exarch has mentioned them before, but everyone knows them now as the cardinal virtues. Are you suggesting there's more to it than that? Well, you've yet to steer us wrong, so I'm willing to hear what you have to say. It's been a while since I've last put a Gunpla together. Yeah, just haven't really had a whole lot of time, unfortunately, but hoping I can do something. I've got a couple kits just like on deck that I need to take care of. There's one that Natalie got me for my birthday a couple years ago that I still haven't put together. And I wanna... Yes. Well, what a coincidence. I was just reading over a letter I received from Grenolt not long ago. He says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean, and that she inspired him to reach new artistic heights. Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, though I'd say the latter is far more impressive. I think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place. Bunny. I'm sorry? You mean the Exarch didn't tell us the whole story of the Warriors of Light? Whatever's left unsaid, I'm all ears. Natalie was, so there was recently an F1 race in Vegas, and Natalie was keeping up with a lot of the like hype surrounding it. Some of like the cheese shop channels that she watches, or at least one of them, was in Vegas for the F1 event. And they had like this whole like ceremony thing with like a bunch of the people, with like a bunch of like the food folks, restaurateurs, business owners that were there. And there was this really weird moment where it's just like at the end of the event, they're just like, I guess they were trying to like, I guess like some of them are like involved with like some of like the F1 teams, and whoever was running the event was just like, may the odds be ever in your favor. And it's just like, motherfucker. Okay, listen. I like the Hunger Games series. Okay, I do. They're probably like one of the more genuinely politically conscious young adult novel series out there. In terms of just like talking about like actual like political theory and stuff like that in a way that like their readers can understand. And I appreciate that. And I've enjoyed the movies even. But God, it's so weird when people don't understand, just like, may the odds be ever in your favor. And it's just like, you guys, you know that the irony of that line is that there are some people that the odds are specifically not going to be in their favor, right? Like are we kidding? Like, this is almost as bad as when they had like that whole makeup line inspired by the Capitol. It's just like, no, you're please, you're misunderstanding the social commentary. You have to stop. Please stop misunderstanding the social commentary. I can't take it. I've already got a headache. Morin! No, this can't be. Surely there's at least one book here that does not cast the Warriors of Light and their deeds in such a negative light. Bunny Banani. Never seen it. All I know through cultural osmosis is Girl with Bow is very strong. Katniss Everdeen is pretty good, yeah. I highly recommend, honestly, I do highly recommend checking the movies out. They're fine. On the whole. Mockingjay Part 1 kinda sucks ass. A little bit. I think a lot of, there's been a lot of talk about, like, okay, how to put this. There's a lot of talk that I've seen about people claiming that the movies don't understand, like, the social commentary of the books and, like, the kind of, like, way that they put forth, like, you know, political theory and stuff like that. I don't necessarily agree that the movies are missing a lot as much as people say they are. But that being said, like, there is some interesting stuff there. Like, Mockingjay Part 1 is 100% the weakest of the films. But it does kind of, like, have a lot of... There's a lot there with regards to, like, discussing, like, how... How to put this? The manipulative nature of propaganda, and just there's like, it's one of the big things in Mockingjay Part 1 is the way that, like, they take these, like, sort of, like, natural moments of, like, genuine emotional expression and genuine, like, horror that, like, the main character has to go through, and then turn them into like propaganda and political ads and stuff like that. Like there's this bit where she is singing this song that has to do with like a tree that's used for like hanging people, right? And there's a line in the song referencing a necklace of rope, and there's this whole bit in Mockingjay Part 1 where they're just like, oh yeah, we're using this for propaganda. We decided to change necklace of rope to necklace of hope. We thought that sounded better. And it's just like, okay, sure. It's interesting. It's too bad the movie sucks. But like Hunger Games, Catching Fire, both pretty strong films overall, I would say. Mockingjay Part 2, I feel like Mockingjay Part 1 has an issue where it's kind of like spinning its wheels, because it's like it's all the build-up and none of the climax, essentially. And then Mockingjay Part 2 is like minimal build-up and then like big climax, you know? And of course, that one gets into just like the way that people will like manipulate good-natured efforts to fix society in order to prop themselves up, and how people who do that are just as dangerous, can be just as dangerous as the people in power that those like kind of like rebellion efforts are trying to depose. And it's all genuinely pretty interesting. And then Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is also pretty good. I remember seeing that one. I remember that one got a lot of pushback because it's just like, oh, it's essentially the backstory to like the major antagonist of like the original trilogy of books. But like, I don't know. Like it's just the I don't think that is, it's not it doesn't necessarily humanize him is the thing. Only because it's like, yeah, no, it shows that how he became the piece of shit he is, basically. But I liked Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I don't know when the new one's supposed to come out, but I'm also genuinely interested in that one. I remember hearing about like the way that the author described like sort of the political theory that she was looking to kind of like explore with that one. And that's I've always felt that like that's one of like the stronger parts of the Hunger Games, is just like the way that it is the author genuinely trying to explain like major like political theory in a way that their audience can understand. And like, it could be way worse. It could be Divergent. Jeez, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Divergent's so fucking bad. Okay, I can't get into Divergent. I need to keep going. Shit, I knocked a can over. All right, I can't go on a tangent right now. Oh, Igale, forgive me. The Cabinet of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors as of late, but I fear our repository lacks the knowledge they seek. The people wish to know the truth of the Flood, of the Warriors of Light. I have searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than sin-eaters, abominations worthy only of scorn and resentment. I should rewatch the Hunger Games series. I've been wanting to rewatch a lot of things recently, but I need to finish Alien Earth first. I know they were not always judged so harshly, yet I can find no proof, and I dare call myself a librarian. Oh, bunny, bunny, banani, banani, banoy, bunny. You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light, of the Flood? How wonderful! You have regaled me with the tale once before, but I should love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone. Hell yeah, dog. Time to speak with Alfino. Makes all the sense. It's those stories do interesting things. Like, Hunger Games is one of those series where it's just like, even when like because I can't really speak on the topic of the books, but with regards to the movies, like, even when they're not very good, it's definitely one of the ones where it's just, like, you can kind of see what they were going for, and you can see, like, the shades of what the author, like, really wanted to talk about with those films, you know? Or with those stories, I should say. The author didn't really... I don't know how much input Suzanne Collins, I think, had in the movies? I think we're coming up... Okay, so I believe we're coming up on what was essentially the very first thing I ever actually saw of Shadowbringers. Those I spoke with say at the orchard and the rookery were quite keen to hear what we have to say. For as much hope as they have for the future, the scars of the past weigh heavy on them still. 'Tis good to see the people of the Crystarium so eager to learn the truth, and with this newfound knowledge of the past, they will at last be able to look to the future with eyes unclouded. There you are. Between the four of us, I dare say we've swept the Crystarium? The Crystarium from top to bottom. Now we need but wait for the people to gather. Bouquet. Maybe I'll peep them. I would highly recommend them. They should be... I think I gave you access to my Voodoo, or my Fandango account, I'm pretty sure, so... They should all be on there. I might even have, like, a playlist for them.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone.
Not a playlist, but
let us begin, shall we?
a list. I think I called it the
Though
Hungy
I am
James.
usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
Yeah,
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Yeah, I'm good with public speaking.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Literally anyone else. Hi everybody, my name is Igel. Bunny bunny banani 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 boy bunny 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 banani bunny. Bunny 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 banani bun bunny 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 bunny. Bunny banani bun bunny 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 banani bunny banoy bunny bunny bun bun bunny 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 bun bunny 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 bun bun banani banani bunny. Bunny 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 banani bunny 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 Emmett Selk bunny 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 banani banani banoy bunny bunny. What?
Warriors of Light did all that?
And here I was wondering I'd be misunderstood.
I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Oh, fuck.
Impossible.
I take it I'm not imagining this then.
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
No,
Nay. Yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
Also, I absorbed his ghost like a month ago. Don't worry about it.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say.
Why do you look slightly evil, my man?
People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
Doubt?
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass.
Sure, man. Rumors of my death were greatly exaggerated. Rumors of his life were greatly exaggerated.
Who stands before you now, the Warrior of Darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when she must return to her home.
It's true, yeah, admittedly. Hello.
But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new Warriors of Light.
I always kind of forget what his gamble here is.
Warriors of Light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former.
Honestly, his gamble is he's a fucking mess. True.
Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
I will not say more on how he's a mess yet. I know what part of it is.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet.
Husband on screen.
Better we retired under the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
Zilla, once you get back to the game, I am so sorry that it's going to take so long for Oriange to look this good. You're going to be stuck with him wearing a potato sack for a little bit. Crystal Exarch, something weird is happening.
So,
He'll be goth with time.
That is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
No. Girl, I absorbed his soul into my very being. No, absolutely not.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor to my eyes,
Big
your
yawns.
ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Uh-huh.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
Goddamn Asians.
That he is an Asian.
Excuse me, God's damned Asians.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree.
Oh yeah, they love that shit.
From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life.
Stripped my back.
Some few still remembered them as heroes.
Yeah.
Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Asian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
And we're the boys.
Elidibus.
Yeah, that guy.
That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known.
True.
Thus evicted from his borrowed form and cognizant no doubt of Emet-Selk's failure here in the first, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. Why, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Oh, all the fucking time.
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Nymphaea and the Warrior of Light. On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Asians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emet-Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yep.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Asians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion.
Yeah, I got that blessing of light.
Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Asian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Oh, wow.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps?
That's probably what happened.
Regardless, to hear an Asian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
I appreciate that.
That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
How good is Alphino at covert ops, anyway? I don't think it was this one. I think it might have been the next big scene that takes place in the Crystarium with Ardbert. But basically, and I'll bring this up again when we actually get to it. I think it was either 5.2 or 5.3, but I remember friends of the stream Transparency were streaming like new FF14 content. And this was back when like Shadowbringers was like still in the process of coming out. I tuned into one of their streams and saw a scene I had zero context for. But like I remember like it sticking in my mind, and then when I played through the game myself and eventually got to that scene, I was just like, oh! We must not act until Ardbert had made plain his plans. 'Twould be folly to proclaim him false at this juncture. What a despicable practice, appropriating corpses. Such depravity eclipses any horrors I witness in the age of Verbert. They must be stopped. We were a hair's breadth from defeat when we faced Emet-Selch, and now we must contend with yet another Ascian. We must tread carefully. Asleep disturbed. With forward bow, de quisto ex hoc, de wibwaits your next move. We're going back to Bunny Village! I love Bunny Village! You did well to dispel the falsehood surrounding the Warriors of Light and their actions prior to the Flood, though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. He is an imposter, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore, the people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight. Prayed that these fallen heroes be born again for their sacrifices. What bitter irony. I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino returneth soon with that most essential knowledge. For now, I think it best to apprise Thancred and Reen of our efforts. When we do confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measures to prepare for what's to come. Beck, Lug, and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel, that it might one day carry you home. I think it's time I return to the Greatwood. Until now, everything we have learned of the Ascians has been handed to us at their leisure. But that was one of Emet-Selch's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fanau that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Kitana rabble. Almet believes the relics within tell of a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that of the Ascians, perhaps. They may lead us to the truths we seek. You mean the ruins of the Great Serpent? The Great Serpent? I see you've been studying your Ronkan history. But no, I've heard nothing relating to the Wood's protector. Still, should it prove relevant to what lies within, your expertise would prove invaluable. Aye. When you are ready, make for Fano. Almond and her sisters will be expecting us. Then let us be about our tasks. Pray give my regards to the V's. Okay. Scream. Though I would like to join you in untangling the Ascian's machinations, I think it best I stay here and devote my energies to finding a way to deliver the science back onto the source. I will help the Exarch in any way I can, but the key to solving our problems lies with him and the Allagan Eye. So that was a fun little... So that was one of those dialogue options that you only get if you've done like certain pieces of side content. In this case, the... Oh... God, what are they called? Hold on. The Kitari. The Kitari questline, where it concerns what's called the Great Serpent of Ronka, who, Alright, I have, like, new stuff, don't I? That I haven't really taken a look at. Castaway Chocobo Chick. What new one do I have on this page? Oh, right! Wind Up Reen. Hair spun of gold and eyes of clear as sapphire, this young maiden was an incarnation of Mephilia by those by whose name she was known. In the course of her journey, however, she chose to take her destiny into her own hands, and with it came a new look, name, and automaton likeness. What about Reen? And model suit. This meticulously handcrafted toy is modeled on the vacuum suit developed using Cosmic Exploration Initiative. Rumor has it the initiative was approached by a certain machina enthusiast from Garland Ironworks whose unbridled passion for the suit paved the way for the production of these miniaturized units. Those vacuum suits are a sight to behold. Cosmic Exploration Initiative Master. Anyways, Great Serpent. Where is the Great Serpent? Where are you? Scree, 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 scree. There you are, the Great Serpent of Ronka. This creature, Keenfort insists, is none other than the all-seeing, all-powerful Great Serpent of Ronka. Though its wobbly girth may deceive the eye, that is presumably a mere mark of the serpent's mercy, for its true form would be too terrible for mortal minds to comprehend. Scree. He's a little guy. Tsuchinoko real. Anyways, Bunny Village time. Scree. Can I get a scree in chat? Bunny Girl Village, Bunny Girl Village. Ladies. Let us pray these new ruins are not as unwelcoming as the last. The allies of Ronka! My, it feels as if an age has passed since you last graced us with your presence. Beheaded Scree. Hello, Red Test 1. This is just normal Scree. I have a few beheaded Screes. We met. You look as if you haven't seen us in an age. Is the passage of time really all that different beyond the borders of the Greatwood? I mean, a lot has happened. Never forget the only bunny boy in the first is a friend/pet of the fairies. True. Welcome, allies of Ronka. We have accomplished much since you last came. With the Light Warden dead and its minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Raktika Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. We all were in agreement. Before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom could prove invaluable, for we may soon face a foe of whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see. Then it is good that you have come, for Ronco was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. It is our duty to ensure you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now, surely any threats sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. Fun fact, that guy signs his name with a leaf print, then switches to an actual signature when finished with his deliveries. That is fun. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. Oh, and who was it pining for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it were... You promised not to tell! Girl, what? Then I suggest we be going. Get back here! Girl, what? Is she into me? Do I have a chance? Remind me, exactly how old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps it's for the better, I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that's not easily satiated. Let's hope that's not all they burn with. Ha-cha-cha! Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm. And if not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Smile. Speaking of which, I believe I have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let us make for the Kitana Ravel. Bouquet. Bouquet. Stippy steps. Doot. I'm trying to focus on... Because I've got, like, a lot of, like... I'm trying to focus on, like, finishing one rewatch before starting another, because just earlier today I was just like, I should rewatch all the Lord of the Rings films, and it's just like, I still need to finish Alien Earth. I gotta finish one before I do anything else, you know? Bah. Ah. Beans. Okay. Even Emmett Selk was taken aback to find a mural illustrating the final days in these ruins. What other surprises do you suppose yet lie within? I feel oddly ill-equipped to venture inside, but with you here, I'm sure things will work out. Ready when you are. I am not ready, because I'm actually going to go ahead and call it a night here. I'm sleepy, and my head hurt. I want to take it easy for the rest of the night, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. You can also follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream, Chat Blocker, was done by Isaac. You can find on Blue Sky at Knucklebone. That's KNUCKLEBONE. VTuber was done by Teva, who you can find on Blue Sky at Teva Meow, that's TEVAMEOW, with rigging by V747, who you can find on Patreon. Oh, upcoming streams this week, it's Metroid Prime 4! We're doing Metroid Prime 4 all week! Well, not all week. We're going to start on Thursday, and we're going to go straight through to Sunday. So I hope you'll tune in for all that. And then after that, we'll be getting back to all of our standard streams. Albeit, if I do still need to finish Metroid Prime 4, we may put Final Fantasy XIV on pause temporarily until it's done. This is, tragically, the way to Cookie Crumbles. What else? Thinking to myself. Give me a moment. What else do I need to say? We're going to go ahead and raid friend of the stream Machine 17, who is playing Super Robot Wars. Why? Perhaps we'll find out. Let me just get this set up 1 second. Machine 17. And yeah. I hope you all have a good weekend and enjoy the holiest of holy days. Lahi? And enjoy the holiest of holy days. That is my birthday. Can I get one last Lahi in chat? Lahi? Let me just... hold on. Okay. And yeah, on my birthday, keep an eye out for the new chapter for Wicked Game that I'm going to be posting, and also read all the other ones. That's gonna be like my big ask for my birthday. If you want to do something for my birthday, read Wicked Game. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same shark time, same shark channel. Take care, everybody.